Hey, hey. Hi guys, welcome back. All right, so Leos, here we go. Leos, we're almost into the year 2025, right? And granted, the Chinese New Year, which denotes the year of the snake that we'll be morphing into, that doesn't really begin until January 29th. That's when Chinese New Year begins, because that is the day of the next new moon. Although technically today, December 30th, this is our black moon, which denotes our second new moon in a single month time period. So we're very much all about new beginnings right now. That is also one of the meanings of Year of the Snake. And so although I know I'm kind of like jumping in a little bit early, still we need to take a look at 2025, I think. And since we know Year of the Snake brings in new beginnings, transformations, wisdom, mysticism, there's some negative connotations in all that as well. But let's just kind of be open to whatever Year of the Snake seems to be bringing in. I am, of course, in honor of Year of the Snake, going to be using a deck that has serpents on it. I will tag this deck. It's a little bit unusual. It's a little harder to find. I will tag that product for you guys if you're looking for it, and of course the jewels and backdrop and such as well for those of you that like this. I couldn't find this exact serpent, but one like it, only actually maybe even a little cooler than the one I've got. All right, so here we go. You'll find that if you look in tagged products in this video. Okay, we have Ace of Swords. We are talking about a year of time to cut things free for the sake of freedom. Ace of Swords is truth, the truth that sets us free. There could be meaningful conversations, meaningful words, a breakthrough. This could be either Leo is having some breakthroughs or Leo's words are helping to break someone else free. Nine of Swords, breaking free of stress. There was something about like, I see two lighthouses kind of like saving each other. So I'm thinking that if Leo has held themselves to a certain standard of truth and they've also spoken words of truth to someone else, either in the past or in the present or moving into 2025, I almost feel like this says words that Leo will say to someone will really help a character during a moment of great strife, because they'll know that Leo is saying it with the intentions to be a friend, the intentions to be someone who has their back, the intentions to say, don't get yourself lost. You know, I'm your lighthouse and you in turn can be mine during those times of troubles and trials and tribulations. I'm hearing that song, "Let It Be," which it's so funny because everybody loves that song. I never really did. Not that I don't think it's beautiful, but I just never like was like, "Ooh, let me keep listening to that track." But something about in times of trouble, Mother Mary comforts me. Speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Um, yeah, it's interesting that that song is in my head because it's not one that I listen to. It's never in my playlist. It's not one that I own, even though it's such a famous song and is admittedly very beautiful. For some reason, it just didn't rock my world. Um, no offense, just saying I don't always have the best taste. But we got a Four of Wands and we got the Hanged Man. This is a year of tremendous growth for Leo. Growth that builds a Four of Wands lifestyle. I'm under the impression that Leo has been very patient and even continues to be very patient and a very strong support system to someone who is working on their own growth. And it almost feels like in 2025, Leo is going to be sending out, literally, we can see that like the divine is overseeing everything. But there's something about Leo does not tell people what they want to hear. Leo tells people what they need to hear. Leo in turn probably accepts that as well. But there's this huge sense of how are you ever going to make life better and get to building the good stuff if you don't break free of the stuff that's been negative. So there's something about like, I keep feeling like Leo is somebody's guiding light. Leo may turn to somebody for some guidance as well in 2025, but the underlying motive is let's get to the good stuff. 2025 is a year of tremendous, like, meters of growth. This could represent literally somebody, maybe their hair is growing extra long this year. Maybe they're a track star and they're jumping further in that, the several meters jump or something. Maybe there's something about taking big strides forward. Maybe somebody's house plant's going to grow much better because they finally figured out just the perfect placement in the house, what kind of lighting exposure. But this can also all be a metaphor for What did Leo need to make themselves have this huge growth spurt? This is Leo's life taking off and really growing, while at the same time understanding that not all growth is super dynamic and visible. Some growth happens in the twilight of the cocoon phase. So there's two kinds of growth coming in for Leo's world. They are helping somebody liberate themselves. They are being a guiding light to someone, but it's almost as if all this is interwoven. So it could be that Leo has a person that they either love, somebody that they may actually wind up marrying in 2025, who Leo is going to be a huge like truth speaker for, both a friend and the person who is not going to lie to this individual. Leo's not going to lie for this individual. Leo's going to tell the truth, even if it's a harsh truth, to somebody that ultimately is going to help them break free so they can start living the best life. And I'm wondering if more or less Leo's strength and consistency in who they are is going to be what helps another person actually, claim the good life with Leo. We have an Eight of Wands. We have the Temperance card. This could be a relationship or something that had, if this is about relationship, it could have started back in Year of the Tiger, which was the year before what we've just gone through, which is Year of the Dragon. And now we're headed into Year of the Snake. So just a picture of the tiger being here. I think 2025 for Leo is going to look like it's time for some real growth in the good life. Leo could be getting married before the year is out, or have an engagement before the year is out. They may delay a wedding though on purpose and say, let's just take time. Let's talk and then sleep on this. Let's be really balanced. Let's make sure that our life is really smooth and really well put together. Any fighting that we do, let's not fight between each other, but let's fight for the best possible life, the best possible outcome. It feels like a year where energy is going to be used very, very wisely. Everything is supposed to be about, how do we grow this? How do we build this? It's not by wasting time being stuck. It's not by wasting time being stressed. Let's get to the development stage, but still let's be patient about it. We know that we are earmarking the good stuff for ourselves. Maybe we're getting engaged, but we don't have to rush to get married. Let's not stress ourselves out. Let's not do everything in one year. Life is a marathon, not a sprint. So there's something also about sleeping in more on maybe Saturday mornings. We always say, oh, Sunday morning, but it almost looks like Saturday morning to me. I don't know why. During Leo season in particular, a gift that Leo may really want for themselves is like a good sleepy time snuggle session, or something, some sleep aid, like buying themselves new pillows, or buying themselves some like body pillow. I'm picturing Leo has like the desire for really good sleep is every bit as important as making huge strides forward, because the Eight of Wands is normally communication, it's action taking, but we clearly see somebody being like, I'm hearing that, oh gosh, what's her name, Sarah, I can think of her last name right now, but in the arms of an angel, right? Sarah something. Anyway, this feels very peaceful. I don't know if somebody's going to be listening to soft night music, but we certainly have lovely, it could even be that Leo's going to be communicating with somebody through astral travel or through the sleep state. There's something about being held very gently. So some nice spooning, perhaps, or a communication without words, a communication of comfort by like a nice long soft hug. There's something about like the way Leo, and this is Leo starting this because we see the lion here, the way Leo like either tells a partner in 2025, like, hey, babe, we got this, we're good. It could be through a lot of physical touch instead of words. It could be through comfort. It could be through, like how dogs are so good at, lots of times I'll just feel like if I'm driving, I'll feel Aries come up and he like leans into my shoulder. And it's just a matter of like him saying that he's here, Dogs are really good at that nonverbal, like, hi, I'm here. And I just feel, not saying Leo's a dog, but I'm saying that Leo may have captured the art of like showing somebody with their physical presence that I'm here. And this could go between friends. This could be like, I think a testament to how good Leo's relationship is in a romance might be how well they sleep beside this person as well. I know it's very weird, specific messages. I was hoping to let whatever comes out just flow, but in particular, it feels like there's somebody really lovely that Leo is saying, and this person may have had a lot of stress, and Leo might be a real balm to that person's stress. Even saying, babe, we don't have to rush anything. You know what? We can sleep in a little. Not everything has to be go, go, go. And I wonder if Leo's like pace that they live life at, or the pace of their heart rate, is going to like really slow somebody else's also and get them into a really lovely balanced energy. Who is this person? Because I keep feeling like Leo has taken the stress level from here down to here. Repairman, repair, restore, restart, renovate. This could be a romantic partner on the horizon for Leo. Leo could fall head over heels in love with somebody who works with their hands, works really hard, is really brilliant at, taking things and making them fixable again, making them run again. But that requires a lot of care. That requires even a lot of pressure to like figure out how something broken can be fixed. I could see how this person might have a lot of stress, might put a lot of expectations on themselves. If this is a romantic partner for Leo in the future, Leo might be just the support system and the breath of fresh air that this person really needs. And in return, Leo might be pretty dazzled by what this person can do, what their talents and skills are, what their knowledge base is. Yeah, maybe this is somebody who can renovate a home. This is somebody who can fix a washer and dryer. This is somebody who can, it's amazing to see how people can take stuff apart and put it all back together, and it all runs now. It's an amazing thing. It really says, what I would say is this one's a keeper, but it might be the way a repairman talks about, something that seemingly was broken. The vacuum's broken. No, this one's a keeper. It can be fixed. It feels like that's also a saying though about them, like they're a keeper. That's really sweet. Really, really beautiful. There's a lot to be said for not always having to run out and buy brand new stuff, but to renovate and hold on to what we have and put the time and effort into things. That might be a metaphor also for how the relationship is, between this person and Leo. It's like, even if we have problems, I want us to be strong enough that we're going to work on it when we have problems. We're not going to junk our relationship. We're going to work on it and repair it. We have a 6 of swords here in the reverse as well. This 6 of swords does talk about, there is a bumpy chapter, maybe 6 months in 2025, where there's something that maybe is incomplete and it rears its ugly head. We've got the 4 of Cups in the reverse. What's great is that even if there's this feeling of that still bugs me that happened, but then we can ask ourselves, would I go back and change anything? No. Just because something didn't work out. And this could be a conversation that didn't yield great results. This could be a falling out. This could be an argument. And 6 months down the road, it may resurface, or Leo bumps into a person that they had conflict with. And it's like, man, it sucks that they still hate me. But honestly, would I change anything? Would I go back and do something different? In this case, Leo kind of is saying no. I mean, what happened, happened. And I stand by what I said. I stand by what I did. It feels like in 2025, the opportunity to reconsider or look at something that shows back up. Sometimes it's great to look at something with fresh eyes, but what's interesting is sometimes that's where we discover I made the right decision the first time. I don't take it back. Again, we have the Temperance card. As a whole, 2025 is a year for making peace with our own decisions, making peace with the people that we genuinely care about, the people that we want in our lives. This could also be a year where, I don't know if specifically if this Leo has ever done any kind of like dance. Maybe they're going to, just for the sake of, personal stretching, flexibility, or exercise. If they ever did ballet, they may get back into that a little bit just because it feels good to, really fully stretch one's limbs out. This could also be somebody that's going to spend more time, possibly like in the summertime in bathing suits and such. But it's also about getting outside a little bit more, maybe doing things like having an air bath, really being more at peace with not only the busy, fast-paced world, but also with the world of nature. It feels like Leo may need to decompress sometimes by getting away from everything, turning off all electronic devices, and just like being in the sounds of nature. Two of Wands. It is once again, we see a year of yin yang balance, a year of harmony. This is repetitiously coming up. Being at peace with our ego, because the ego is not a bad thing, right? It drives us. We want to do well because we have a desire to showcase what gifts we have. That's an awesome thing. If Leo picks up some old talent or hobby, by the way, they may actually like do some performance. Like I said, maybe if somebody has once upon a time they danced, they were, a b-boy, they were, pop, lock, and break it. They may find themselves doing some little, I say little performance just because maybe they're not going to pursue it for a career, but maybe it's going to be a, some weekend opportunity to like hit the dance floor or do something that they used to do, showcase a skill or talent that they used to have. That's awesome. Getting a chance to, if the opportunity is to sit out or do a little bit of showing off of something that you're good at, that says that's a fun, good thing to do, right? The peacock is beautiful. We want to see the peacock feathers. We don't say, oh, look at that jerk of a peacock with all their beautiful plumage. We go, wow, look at that. So it says to really step into the limelight this doesn't make somebody cocky. This makes them like, I am proud of who I am, the talents that I possess. This says Leo shouldn't sit on the sidelines. If they have a choice to sit it out or dance, we hope they dance, right? Is that Minnie McCready or no? I think that's her. I can't remember who sings that, but it's just kind of, I think Leo should showcase their talents a little bit. They're very talented, and it feels like they're going to have some opportunities in 2025. So hopefully they do strut their stuff just a smidge. All right, guys, I'm going to leave this one here. Thank you so much for being here, Leos. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. I will see you guys again very, very soon. All right, bye for right now.